Hey everybody, I have an art journal page to share with you. Before I get started, if you could give this video a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. Also, all of the supplies are listed in the description box down below, so be sure to check them out. Also, leave me a comment down below letting me know if you have tried the Distress Oxide sprays or the Distress spray stains from Ranger and which colors are your favorites. Also, if you are new to my channel, I hope you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time that I upload. All right, so I was inspired by a lady on Instagram. She posted a color combination using some Distress Oxide sprays and Distress spray stains. And her name is Stacy H. Stamps. I will have it linked in the description box down below. And I'll try to link it in a card in the upper right hand corner for you guys as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that, but the color combination just really inspired me and I thought I would give it a try. I happen to have all of the colors surprisingly, and so yeah, so I gave it a try. I am using the Prima mixed media book, which is one of my favorites to work in. It's very thick, nice paper, and I added a layer of white gesso, and now I am using some paper paste from Prima with a Tonic Studio stencil. Not sure why, but this stencil is one of my favorites at the moment. I've had it for quite some time. I haven't really used it in a long time, so I thought I'd break it out and use it for this project. All right, so what I like to do is I like to blend out the paste so that it blends kind of in the paper rather than just have those stark lines from the design from the paste and the stencil. All right, so that is dry now. The paper paste is dry, and now I'm going to be using a combination of Distress Oxide sprays and the regular Distress sprays. So right now I'm using a regular Distress spray in crushed olive, and it is really pretty color. And then I'm using a Distress spray stain in Dusty Concord. I know it's kind of, you might have to maybe write these down or if you get lost, all of the supplies are listed in the description box down below, so you could check it out. Oh, I thought I was using Dusty Concord. I'm not right yet. And somebody did suggest that I hold up the supplies as I'm using them, so I'm trying to get in the habit of doing that. So after I dry this, I am going to use the Dusty Concord, and I don't dry it completely, and I will tell you why in just a second. But I am using the nozzle to add the color. When I was kind of practicing, I guess, with the sprays and the color combination, spraying them out just created too much overspray, and I didn't get the control that I wanted. I'm not particularly a huge fan of the nozzles and this how the Distress sprays spray, but I do love the colors and they are so beautiful. So I use a nozzle, and I do this with most of my sprays, to be honest. I like to have control over where I'm putting the spray or the color. So I'll just put some down, and then I'll use some water to kind of help it spread out. And I am kind of going in the white areas, but then also overlapping the crushed olive and the Dusty Concord together. It makes a nice kind of brownish tone. Not like a, like a gross brown, but a really nice complementary color for this project. It does kind of get covered up in the end, but it looks really nice, I think. All right, so it is pretty dark at this time, but I'm going to add some water, and then I will kind of pick up some of that really dark purple brown color in just a second here. All right, so the next color I'm going to use is Weathered Wood, and it's a really nice gray blue, and I just use a little bit here and there. I think she might have used a little bit more in hers, but obviously I don't want to copy completely. I just loved the colors that were used in, I don't even know what she was making, maybe just playing around with color combinations, but I was really inspired, so I thought I would give it a try. And it is something new to me. I would never think of using all of these colors together. It was kind of making me have anxiety, to be honest, using all of these colors. But I mean, I am really happy with the end result. And the worst that could happen is that I wasted a little bit of spray and I'd end up trashing it. So I try to try new things pretty often because I oft more times than not, it ends up being that it turns out amazing. And I'm really happy that I did try new things. And I just get a new burst of inspiration from trying new things. So if you kind of are in the motion of doing the same thing, using the same color combinations, all of that sort of thing, I really suggest trying, even if it's just one thing. It doesn't have to be, 5 new different colors or anything like that, but you could really get inspired by your own work. All right, so before I had said I didn't want to dry all of the colors completely. It's because when I was playing around before, when I added the Distress Oxide spray in the iced spruce and the color wasn't all the way dry, it mixed together and it just was really cool. I don't know how to explain it. It almost reminded me, if you've ever done a resin art petri dish or petri, yeah, I guess it's a petri dish, and you have the alcohol inks, and then you drip in the white mixative. It kind of reminded me of that, how it just kind of mixes really cool together. If you haven't done one of those and don't know what I'm talking about, just try it. It's really awesome. It's cool how the effect works. But I really liked how it all mixed together. So I wanted to do that on my this art journal page. So I splattered a bunch of the Distress Oxide spray in iced spruce, and I love how it's turning out. And then I'm going back in with some more after it's dry so that I can get nice splatters. And if I'm really talkative or just kind of all over the place, today is the last day of school for my kids. I'm excited for summer. I can't wait. My son will be home in about an hour-ish, and then in a couple more hours, I have to go pick up my daughter. So I'm just really excited. So I apologize if I'm rambling or if I'm talking too fast. All right, so I am adding some stamping. I felt it needed just something else. All right, so I'm using a stamp from Finnabair and the Letter It Jet Black Archival ink. It's just a really small pad. I think it comes in 3 or 4 inks in a pack. And I'll have it linked down below. It's really nice. I think they're like $10 or $11. And if you don't do a ton of stamping, then it's a good option for you. All right, so I am going to use an older Finnabair stamp set. Don't Forget to Fly, I believe it's called. And I absolutely love this butterfly. And I'm stamping it on some of that mixed media paper in the Prima mixed media book. And I'm using some of the Weathered Wood Distress spray. And then I'm going to cut it out. And the paper in the mixed media book is really thick. Like I said, it's like watercolor paper. So it holds the spray really nicely, even without gesso. I didn't use gesso for this. And then I'm going to be using my little tiny snips to cut it out. I love those scissors. All right, so I'm adding more splatters, and I believe this is Picket Fence. I wanted to add some contrast to the page, and I like using the Picket Fence Distress Spray. And I turn it because I noticed I was getting kind of the same splatter pattern. So if that happens to you, you just want to kind of turn your project so that you can get more of a random effect. All right, so I'm going to add some upholstery thread behind that butterfly, and I'm using Fabri-tac for my glue. And then I'm going to add more splatters to the butterfly just so that it kind of all flows nicely together and looks really uniform, I guess. And let's see what next. Oh, I'm going to add my title, which says "Create what sets your heart on fire." And I thought that sentiment was perfect for this page because that's exactly what her color combination did for me. I've been really stuck in a creative rut, and when I saw her color combination, I just was so inspired, ready to create something, so I thought it was perfect for this page. And that sentiment comes from a Finnabair sentiment pack. And that is going to complete the page. If you haven't done so already, I hope that you give this video a thumbs up. And like I said, if you are new to my channel, I hope you subscribe and leave me a comment down below. Also, here's a couple more videos you might enjoy. And all of the supplies are listed in the description box down below, so be sure to check them out. And if you click it, make a purchase, I get a small commission and it really helps me out. And I want to thank you guys again, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.